the perfect day.
My relationship with Lorie started back in high school. We both went to the same high school, Southwest Georgia Academy.
I was in high school and I'm a year above Beau. I believe I was in the 11th grade and he was in the 10th, and I started kind of noticing him at recess and lunch. There was like a courtyard outside of our lunchroom.
She was a year ahead of me, so you know, we didn't really start hanging out, I guess, till like the 10th or 11th grade.
He had his hair gelled up, kind of like in a little spike. He wore it like that for a little bit that year, and I remember my friend Abby and I called it the spike and joked with him about it, and that was the first time I really took notice to him.
You know, kind of started out as friends, and eventually, you know, we went on our first date at you know, senior prom, and kind of just snowballed from there.
Our first date was prom my senior year, his junior year. The whole time I kind of wanted him to ask me, but I didn't know if he was going to, and right about the time I decided I was just going to ask another guy from a different school, I got a MySpace message from Beau asking me to prom.
She was telling me about this, but I do remember now that she mentioned it, but I was in trouble at the time. So I had my cell phone taken away, so I messaged her on MySpace and and asked her if she would go to prom with me.
So Beau doesn't even really remember that, but when I brought it up to him, he was like, "Oh my gosh, I did do that." I think he was like grounded or something and didn't have his phone, so he had to ask me to prom on MySpace. My favorite thing about Beau is that he's my best friend and I can talk to him about anything, even if it's girl stuff or things that I would normally talk to my girlfriends about. I just know that I can share anything with him, and if I'm stressed about something or upset or mad or sad or anything, he always knows how to make me feel better. You know, he just kind of talks it out with me and makes me feel like everything's gonna be okay. And I love his passion for music, and I think he's super talented, and I'm excited to be with him while he pursues his dreams in the music industry. And I just love the way that he makes me feel whenever I'm with him.
I love the way that she looks at me and when she smiles, and I can just see it, you know, I can really see in her eyes and that she really does love me, and she wants the best for me and the best for us. And I love her curly hair. I know she thinks I don't like it, because every time I say that I love her hair, she's like, "No, you don't, stop saying that." But I really do. What else? I love the way that she supports me and you know, the dreams and goals that I have, and I just love. There's not anything that I don't love about her. It's an unconditional love for her, most definitely.
Most embarrassing story I can think of just actually happened pretty recently. I had just started a workout plan, which is not unusual because I'm always starting some new workout routine that I'm going to be super serious about, or a diet, and I was on one of those kicks.
She was supposedly Snapchatting some pictures of her, you know, working out and doing stuff around the house, and she, you know, workout pictures are like she was all hot and sweaty in workout clothes and everything.
Beau and I both have Snapchat, and I was like working out in our living room doing T25 or maybe some Julian Michaels or something, and every day after I finished my workout I would Snapchat a picture of myself, a little selfie, and like making a horrible face, like dripping sweat. Like, I knew this was not cute. It was like meant to be a joke, and I would send it to Beau.
And my brother and I have similar Snapchat names. His is B Clinny, and mine is B Clinny 1031.
So one night we were standing in the kitchen, and I was like looking at my phone, and I see that I have like 2 B Clinnies. Like one was just B Clinny, and one was B Clinny 1031. And I was like, hey, which one of these do you use? Because you haven't been Snapchatting me back whenever. And he was like, I only have one.
So all that time when she thought she was sending all those Snapchats to me, she was sending them all to my brother, and and we finally figured it out. She was freaking out, of course. She was so embarrassed, and so I finally called. She made me call my brother and like explain to him what happens, and so he wouldn't think she was just like sending him all these like sweaty pictures and everything, and he thought, of course, he thought it was hilarious.
I have been sending him pictures of me after I work out, like freaking out. It was like, I think it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, Texas time. So we're an hour behind Georgia, but I was like, I don't care if your brother's asleep. Like, you have to call him right now. This is so embarrassing. I was like freaking out because I didn't want him to think that, like, number one, I thought I was cute, like in those nasty, sweaty pictures, or that I was like sending them to everybody when it was just like, I think I sent some to Sarah, but mostly just Beau, and they're just hideous and disgusting. I was so mortified, so I made him like call his brother immediately and tell him about it. So that's my embarrassing story.
Oh, the biggest difference between us, I would say I'm definitely more, I guess, closed off, and I guess I kind of keep things to myself more than she does. You know, she's more expressive with her feelings, but I think that's the biggest thing. There's other small things, but you know, I feel like just in the time we've been together, that she's really helped me open up, or, you know, especially with her, I definitely feel like I can talk to her about anything. So
I guess the biggest difference between me and Beau would be the way we organize or do not organize things. If you look at, if you had a picture of my closet and his closet, his is all like neat and probably even a little color-coded. Mine, there's like clothes everywhere, shoes everywhere. It's a complete disaster. And I mean, just in life in general, like if I'm having a notebook, like it's got stuff coming all out of it, and he's got maybe like a neat binder with folders, like perfectly organized for each little detail, and I just have stuff strewn everywhere, and his is just like compacted into this like neat little area, and I don't know, I'm just a hot mess, and he's just always clean and neat and on time and remembers everything, and I'm just messy and unorganized and forget everything and just scatterbrained. So the proposal happened a couple of days before Christmas.
we were at my mom's house, and we just woke up. I think it was like 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning, and I was like super nervous the past couple of days because I'd been like, you know, just like anxiously waiting for the right opportunity to present itself to ask her. So
it was well, I mean, I was kind of expecting it to happen sometime soon just because Beau had dropped a couple of hints, but it was unexpected in regards to actually exactly when it happened.
Something happened where I couldn't ask her when I wanted to, so you know, it was early in the morning, we just woke up. She was like, we were still in our pajamas.
Oh, I looked horrible. I was wearing actually my brother's like double extra large hangover t-shirt with It had Allen on it, and it said like one man wolf pack, and my hair was a mess as usual, and I hadn't brushed my teeth. I think I was wearing like green leggings or something horrible. And I was actually like kind of like fussing at him to hurry up and get ready because I was ready to go shower and get ready at my brother's house down the road.
She was just sitting on the couch, and I said, hold on just a second, I've got an early Christmas present I want to get for you.
He walked out into the living room and he was like, "Here, do you want to open your Christmas present?" And obviously I was like, "Sure."
And so I came back in with the ring, and she had no idea that I had gotten it, or that what I was about to do was propose. So she was pretty shocked. I was pretty nervous, but she said yes, so it worked out.
I opened it and it was the ring, and he got down on one knee and asked me to marry him, and of course I said yes and cried and didn't take any pictures because I looked really bad, but that was it.
I knew Lorie was the one when, at the time, I was living in Atlanta. I just got done with school there. I was doing an internship there in Atlanta, and at the time Lorie was living in Texas. So I knew that I could just feel it inside. You know, I couldn't be away from her anymore. It was just like killing me because we were, you know, back and forth from. She would come to Atlanta, I would go out to Texas. We'd see each other like, you know, like once or twice a month. So I knew when I felt that feeling that I couldn't stand to even like think about life without her. I knew that it was, you know, the real thing.
I knew Beau was the one before I moved to Texas, I think, because I just remember he lived in Atlanta, and I was in Atlanta quite a bit before I went. A lot of my pledge sisters lived there, and I always made an excuse to see him or get him to meet up with us, and I just wanted him to tell me to stay in Georgia so I wouldn't go, but he didn't, so I went. And then I guess whenever I actually moved to Texas, he realized that maybe he didn't want me to leave. So that's kind of when I knew he was the one, when he was the only thing when I knew he was the only thing that would have made me stay.
When she was in Texas, I was in Atlanta. I wrote a song about it. It's called "Take You Back from Texas." But ironically, I end up moving to Texas to be with her. So I guess that song kind of backfired on me a little bit, but yeah, it's worked out. It's been great. Not gonna lose you now. We've come too far to slow this down. It might take some time, but I'll figure it out. I'll take you back from Texas. I know I got a fight on my hands, but that Amarillo sky can't give you the things I can. I'll take you back from Texas. Yeah, there's gotta be a way, and to bring you back home to Georgia where you should stay. I'm gonna find a way. Yeah, the distance I know is tough, but it's worth it to feel your love. I'll two of us. I'll take you back from Texas. I know I got a fight on my hands, but that Amarillo sky can't give you the things I can. I'll take you back from Texas. Yeah, there's gotta be a way to bring you back home to Georgia where you should stay. I'm gonna find a way. I'll take you back from Texas. I know I got a fight on my hands, but that Amarillo sky can't love you the way I can. I'll take you back from Texas. Yeah, there's gotta be a way, and to bring you back home to Georgia where you should stay. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way. I took you back from Texas. Now you're finally home to stay.